Hello everybody, this is So Scared and welcome to a custom game, a 3 vs 3 on Chaos Ridges. Just kidding, this is a pilot video which will show you how these games may look like on this channel in the future. And by the time these videos come out, hopefully I will get someone to commentate, because I can't stand doing this. I can't do this right. The words won't come out right. And so therefore we shall just have a quick look on how it would look like, what kind of graphics we are using, and for the time being we are going to go with 1080p 60 frames per second, because that's that's a little overkill, you might think, but it can actually benefit us, especially in action-packed games such as this one. And it's a very entertaining game. It's a fun game. It's not the best games, but it's a fun game and very actionful, full of action. I will not also put out more videos, which will include myself playing, because for some reason or another the focus gets turned a little bit differently. I of course participated in this game, and therefore some focus may be displaced during such matches. So don't take this match too seriously, or the cast too seriously, as this will not be the standard for future games. Here is me starting down here, and with Mac the Kid up as purple and General on the top. We are one team, and down here you have Strelkov, formerly known as Lavrenti Palic. He is going to do a sneak attack here. Strelkov or Lavrenti Palic, I think he's going to go with Strelkov in future games. He's our Russian community player, very well known. Up to the left there you saw Norman, also very well known, German player I think. Me, I am from Norway, playing my Norwegian style of OpenRA every game, destroying opponents left and right. And yeah, everybody's going for a war factory this game. It's going to get out their ore harvesters. Everybody's going to be greedy. That's always fun when everybody is getting their economy up, and you'll see what kind of strategy they will choose later in the game. Actually, there's not too much options when you have a 3 vs 3 everybody's moving their MCVs up close to new positions. Then there's quite limited well, I should say relatively limited options on what you can do, because there will be a frontier versus another frontier where they will build anti-air guns and artillery. It'll just be a standoff until one side relents from the battlefield. And now you know why I do not want to commentate. These English words, man, these are hard. Anyway, Norman here with 4 ore harvesters, getting them quick. And everybody just being greedy. And yep, it's fun doing commentating. It's very challenging to go out and just put your voice out there on YouTube and just exposing your weaknesses, but I learned a lot by doing this as well. It's something that is very good to exercise your self-esteem, just releasing lots of tensions when you finally do this. It's kind of a therapy in a way, therapeutic, and also I get to practice a lot of English this way too. Of course, my English is adequate. I can read and write English very good, but when it comes to speaking, such as this, like commenting quick action happening left and right, I tend to struggle quite hard. But I'm getting better at it, so maybe in the future I can do some commentating. But for now, I'm going to, if possible, give that job to someone more experienced. I just like making these videos. It's fun. I get to watch a lot of games, and yeah, I prefer to play games basically, not commentating them. But anyways, here we have Norman. Norman is not building any units. He is very greedy, and if he if he can get away with it, then you're going to be in huge trouble, because once that machine is running, there's no stopping it. Oh. Lucky crash there by So Scared Yak. That was not intentional, just to let you know about that. I'm not that skilled with the yak. It's quite difficult to steer the yak on where you want to crash it. You can do it if you are absolutely sure on where the yak is going to be shot down. You can actually steer it to crash into a bunch of infantry, or yeah, whatever, to do some more damage on it. Would be fun if they had some feature which could make them like kamikaze. just actually point on the map where you want them to crash, and they just go there, just dive into a bunch of infantry. That would be a lot of fun, but probably unbalanced. So already engagements on both north and south fronts. A lot of action happening. So actually, it's gonna the right side is gonna take out the forward NCV of Norman. But guess what? In like 2 seconds, another MCV is gonna come out, and this strategy of Norman is gonna continue throughout this game. So Scared. After getting up, should I refer to myself as in the third person or just myself? I'll just do myself. I like to just get out my units as quick as possible after I get my ore trucks out, because I like to stay on the offensive. That's the most fun part to play games, I think. Just try to be aggressive and put on the pressure. That's where the fun is. Trying to break your opponent. Isn't that the most fun? I think so. And I'm gonna have to pull back here. Strelkov's sniper in this game is being so annoying. He really knows how to use the sniper. It's a Soviet unit, and I haven't gotten around to use it yet. I really should, because the support that a sniper can give during a confrontation such as this, it's amazing. And in addition to that, you can give more vision to your units. So if you have a group of units, just infantry, in the mid to late game, always bring out 1 or 2 sniper, because they give you more view range, and of course they can take out like specific infantry if you bother to micro them. Just doing a really well job on the battlefield. So there is Strelkov's MCV just escaping with 0.1 health. Not sure how that worked out, but it survived. Well done there. And here's the front between General in blue and Norman in grey developing. This is very normal for this map. It's gonna stay this way until one side reaches the other. That's might be the reason. I think that's because this map is not played so much anymore as perhaps last year, because I think players pretty much figured it out, and you see the games turning out to be the same. So that might not be as fun. In addition, there are lots of new maps coming out now with the new resource center. You can just make a map, just upload it there, and just share it with whomever you like. You can share it on the dedicated servers, and it's no problem at all to play your own maps there and share your own maps. So a lot of new maps has been arriving in the forums, but you still see now and then the old school OpenRA players playing this map now and then. It's a good map. Still a good map after all these, I was going to say all these years, but it has been actually a couple of years now since OpenRA came out. It's amazing. 2010, now soon we're going to be in 2015, huh? It's crazy how fast the time goes. So scared moving his forces up. Oh, I refer to myself as third person. Alright, let's just continue with that. So scared units are out of position while Strelkovs with a mammoth tank is actually thinking about moving in. Interesting. Of course, Norman's new MCV, as always. Yes, of course, in these positional battles, you always want to have your hinds out if you are allied, or yaks if you are Soviet, because you need that vision. You need that vision for your artillery or V2s to fire upon the appropriate structures, or else they will just not fire at all. Ooh, lots of yaks lost there, and a hind. It's a big loss for the right side. Yeah, because with that vision from the hinds, which will stay just outside the enemy's AA, anti-air that is, will enable the artillery and V2s to fire upon the opposing structure. That will be crucial if you plan to, if you end up playing this kind of frontal, this standoffs with defensive structures and whatnot. And here is Strelkov actually doing a successful attack on Solskjaer. Solskjaer getting up his Tesla coil, but it's going to be quickly taken out by those rocket soldiers. And the Iron Curtain on that mammoth tank, of course, will make this a bit harder for Solskjaer. Also not actually doing a good job with focusing the infantry on the mammoth tank and sending his heavy tank on the rocket trooper. So bad job by Solskjaer. Bad job. Not good at all. And keep him pushing in. He's going to actually take out a few buildings here of Solskjaer. Meanwhile, confrontation in the middle. Mac the Kid has taken a very strong hold on the middle and is going to continue with that. With this kind of attack. Also MiGs, a lot of MiGs he has built. So if you can avoid losing them, then he's going to be able to control his side with no, I mean the middle part, with no problems. Those MiGs can be, they're very expensive units, but if you can keep them alive and useful during the game, it's going to be extremely valuable and can be a game changer. Oh, Solskjaer actually taking out all the units there. That's pretty good. And with the Iron Curtain V2s, I think that's max V2s, actually going to take out the last war factory by Norman. So that means no more MCVs coming out of Norman. It's just going to have to build another one. And also he built a oil refinery there. And that means it's going to take a long time before Norman has another war factory up. That's bad for him. As you can see on the statistic tabs, coming up on the bottom right here, Norman has 10 ore harvesters. I have 8, with the rest about 5 or 6 ore harvesters. So we can see why Norman does these kind of things. His economy is amazing, but he spent a lot of economy on the MCV and the push, which has been stopped. So that's that. Oh, here's the GPS satellite giving vision for the left side, and this new truck is going to be taken out by a Tesla coil. Fortunately for Solskjaer, already lost a lot of buildings here, and with that nuke, should it move in closer, would be a disaster. Would lose a lot of important buildings. The airfield and the war factory could be lost. But instead, he's going to reclaim this area with another MCV. So Soulscared's doing just good. He's doing fine. And this mix coming in here, it's gonna. What are they gonna take out? There's so many of them. I wanted you for 5. I can't count. Six mix. And they can take out anything they want. If they just have to avoid the SAM sites, and still can do an attack and be fired upon without losing one. I think if you can repair them. Look at this. It's going to try to take out this mammoth tank. Look how much damage it does. It used up under half of its ammunition and managed to almost take out one mammoth tank by themselves. Soulscared moving back his MCV, do not want to lose that in the middle. And ooh, there's another MCV going down for Norman. It's a lot of credits lost. Norman, these iron curtains are being used very well. And it's going to actually focus on the AA, so his Hinds can move, so the general's Hinds can move forward. And the mix, which is going to take down a lot of... They're going to take down this MCV, I think. Oh, switch back to Soulscared. I'm actually not in control of the footage, if you were wondering. This is actually a post-production commentating bit. It's going to take out that MCV. I did manage to take that. Oh, you gotta be... Ooh, actually managed to save it. I think they went out of ammo. And with that last shot, didn't manage to take out the MCV. Gonna reload those MiGs. Ah, Soulscared has brought up another force. It's gonna push into Svelkov, which seemingly didn't have much to defend. At the same time, ooh, taking out that MCV with that mammoth tank. Well done by Mac the Kid. Mammoth tanks are so hard to destroy if you don't have good defense up. Mammoth tanks will just go in there and they will just stay there. They will stay there until you send a big bunch of rocket troops or Tesla coil or anything. They are hard to destroy. And the nuke is going to not destroy General's MCV, but take out... what did it take out? Some power plants and stuff? I didn't pay too much attention to that, but was allowed to survive with an MCV. Soulscared losing his MCV, but at the same time he's pushing up against the middle from the south. So he doesn't mind losing that position right now, as this push is not going to be stopped by anything. So he's just going to focus on that attack. At the same time, this MiGs, which has been reloaded, is going to take out... Ooh, a gun was built, but was unfortunately unpowered and was not able to take out any MiGs. This unstoppable force of Soulscared is going to keep pushing up and take out one... Perhaps all these advanced power plants, if they can be taken out, there's a lot of power lost for TAC, and he's going to lose a lot of production due to that. But no, Soulscared is going to turn back wisely enough. Starting to build up TAC, starting to build up defensive structures, and that's basically when the attack ends. Another mammoth tank with iron curtain, this time from the left side. It's actually going to be able to survive for a while longer. Not this mammoth tank though, it's going to be taken out. And back to the statistics bar, you can see Norman with 12 harvesters, which are twice as much as any of the other players in this match. Oh, another nuke coming up from them. Mac the Kid. It's going to go straight into the middle, and that's unfortunate for them, because just now they managed to establish themselves and contend for the middle ore, taking out the MCV and damaging all the power plants. Gonna enable this mix to just come in and destroy the rest, as well as a force for Soulscared. It's gonna try to take out these buildings. It's gonna be able to take out everything. I think absolutely everything here is gonna go. Well, I played this game already, but it's actually it's been a long time since I played this game, so I don't remember 100% how this went. But yeah, there's no way all these buildings gonna survive. Another MCV by Norman. It's gonna move it a little bit too close, and with these defending units just trailing in just too far behind, and so unfortunately for Norman, it's gonna lose another one there. So now, but Norman has about 12 harvesters now, but there, you can see there's no more ore on the map basically. You can see a little bit ore. If you see on the minimap, see on the minimap to the top right, there's a little bit ore left for the right side. Otherwise, this map is cleaned up. There's nothing more, and whatever's left, the side with the biggest army is going to basically take this, and with Mac the Kid with all these MiGs, it's going to be a big contender for that, for the winner position. See, all these harvesters can't do nothing. And also you should know in the game, if you know the game's going to slow down at the end game and there's not much ore left, what you want to build as Soviet, you want to build mammoth tanks. They are the most cost-effective units in the game. They're slow, but if you can keep them alive, they will heal themselves. The mammoth tank is one of the self-healing units, and if you can just keep building them slowly but surely and keep using them without losing them, then you will eventually break the game, because they are so cost-effective. But you don't see them often in the early game, because of course they take forever to build. They require a tech center, and or they require your entire tech tree up, basically, to build them. And as you can see, only 2 mammoth tanks is advancing, but nothing's gonna stop them. And another MCV from Norman. Norman is very fond of his MCVs, but there's not much more to do. There's not much more to build. Everybody's broke. So yeah, Soulskird's gonna come in here and try to support the mammoth tank of Mac the Kid as much as possible. He's gonna be able to take out this MCV, and yeah, not much more to say about this game, I think. But we're gonna play it still. We're gonna just review this game from start to finish until someone relents, until someone surrenders. And it looks like, from how it looks on this game, it's gonna be the right side who can push in. But there's gonna be a nuke first against General again, and this time it's straight onto the MCV, and that means it's gonna be taken out. And also the Heinz, if they cannot move out in time, yes, taking out quite a lot actually. And there's nothing left to build for General. That was his last MCV. He did not have a service depot, so he cannot get out another MCV. But the question is it too late? And I think it is, because with these mammoth tanks, together with the V2s, there's nothing gonna stop them. The left side do not have any air support, which means this V2 is gonna stay alive. There's nothing around to take them out, I think. Oh no, that's my way. That's my yak actually. Yeah, so this it's gonna be just a scrappy end game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mix. I think that's 8 mix. Well, this is a lot of mix and just idling, not being used. I think Mac the Kid is just focusing on his mammoth tanks, just having a good time with this, and these scouts, I mean snipers, is gonna stop the infantry of Soulskird of joining up with the rest of the forces. It's kind of funny. A lot of good use of the Iron Curtain. You don't always see that in games, but this game, a lot of good use for it, especially on mammoth tank, because if you can just use the Iron Curtain on it, it can it will actually heal. It will actually start to heal. Oh, I think no. How many? I should have a counter on how many MCVs Norman has lost in games. Ah, there it disconnects. Well, I would be pleased too. I have. I think about all of my videos it has included Norman, which included myself, and I have always beaten Norman in these videos. But that does not mean that I will beat Norman in a straight up game. Norman is an extremely good player, but it might have a disfavorable showing in the videos I have been releasing. So don't take that seriously. This is just one ego trip. These videos that I've released, it's all for fun. Oh, let's have a look at the statistic here. Let's see now. Yep, as you can see, Norman actually having the biggest units killed and the very moderate units lost there. So very effectively. So he has been doing the heavy work for his team, with no doubt. But still, the team lost against a very effective, I would say, Mac the Kid here in the middle, taking the middle position here early on, and keeping this mix alive for almost, I think it lost maybe like 3 or 4 mix. That sounds like a lot, but he has been using them very much and being able to take out so much from the other players on the left side. Me, I think this game I just played very generic, and my focus became more on taking out Strelkov and dealing with him, and support a little bit in the middle. And General on the top here, he did the heavy work against Norman and managed to hold him off. Actually, which it can be very hard against him, but he did it. And so the right side managed to put out enough power to take out the left side. So well done on them. This game is over. Norman has left the building, and I think no, the TAC and Strelkov is still here, playing to the death. But this video is going to end here, and I hope you enjoyed this video. As I said, this is not how it's going to be. I'm not going to cast myself for the future. I do not like to cast myself. I do not like to cast at all. So if possible, I will try to find someone to cast these videos for me. I just like to sit in the back seat and enjoy watching games. So that's it for this video. That's it for this day.